Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode. And y'all know I'm recording at night. Y'all should already know what that means. Some been radiating on top of the surface. And I'm gonna make a quick disclaimer, a couple of them at that. The stuff I'm about to say is not targeted towards anyone. It's more so I'm saying this off of my chest for myself mainly, and to also spread it to other women who also been in the same boat as me. And the people in the story I would never hate. So I have good relationships with at least like the first topic of the two that I'm talking about. And it's just really for myself to say that you're learning and you're a teenager about to be 20. That's, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna learn from the mistakes. And college life is different than high school life, and it's my second year in college, and it's already kind of been a little bit of a weird one, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's my disclaimer. It's also not gonna be SPG. This is more of college content, so it's gonna be a little bit more, I'm gonna say more things than I would normally in any other podcast episode of mine. But yeah, I don't hate none of the people. I'm big on forgiveness, and also I'm not no saint by any means. I am not perfect, and I'm clearly gonna show you that I'm not perfect by any means. And I never want to portray myself to seem like, oh, I'm too good, this and that. No, I don't want nobody to think that of me. I'm a girl that makes mistakes. I'm literally a girl that just makes mistakes and learning from the mistakes as I go. And I might end up repeating the same mistake, but we're gonna try not to. But yeah, let's get right into it. I attract snakes more than I do butterflies. And y'all might be thinking, like, y'all should really understand probably what that means just by me saying that alone. And it really generally means that I attract people who can manipulate me, treat me badly, lie to me, say things bad about me, judge me, really everything but good for me, if you get what I'm saying. And three people who are key factors in the stories that I want y'all to kind of listen to is my daddy, my stepmom, and my mom. And they, when you younger or when you head over heels in love and whatnot, you don't really listen sometimes to what your parents are telling you until you get into that predicament or that situation. Then it clicks in your head like, oh, I should have listened to what, like, my daddy told me this and that. He was right and stuff. Like, my parents know me. They know if I said I'm not finna talk to a certain somebody, they be like, you gonna talk to them. Even my therapist said, I know you talk to that. Yeah, I was just like, I said, because I am that type of person and stuff, and they gave me advice and everything, but they still love me at the end of the day because I'm still learning from my mistakes. The first thing I want to talk about is my daddy told me that, I'm gonna say it in a very simplified version because my daddy pretty blunt sometimes. He was like, you like people or get with people who pretty much don't treat you the way you should be treated. Or the fact, like, really when he said that, it really kind of did stick me. He said you get with a person who don't treat you the way you should be treated, and then they don't also take care of themselves like that. And he wasn't wrong. I've gotten with people who pretty much can do more for a crush than they could a girlfriend. And what I mean by that is like, how people have crushes and like you want to impress your crush by doing something. You can go out your way to buy them something, this and that, without them having to act. They not in a relationship with you, they your crush, right? Keep that in mind. And you can just go and give them this and that. Why? I was a girlfriend that really didn't get much without me having to ask. I guess when guys look at me, they think, oh, she's a low maintenance girlfriend. She don't really need much, this and that. And I really kind of didn't feel special because I never was really shown that I was special. I've never had a guy buy me a bouquet of roses, buy me Lindor chocolate, the one that in the little red box, baby, that's my favorite type of chocolate, or a Hershey with almonds. Love me a good Hershey with almonds and stuff like that. Like, I haven't had a guy do that without me having to ask. And it's crazy to me because both of the people that I have dated have done more for a crush than they have the girlfriend that they had, which was me. It hurt to have sometimes a person say that they love you just for them to tell you at the end of the day that they never meant what they said when they said they love you. And keep in mind, they said it first to me. It hurt. I attracted people who knew I would come back just to make sure that they was okay and use that to my advantage. But the person that I was really mad at or angry with was myself. Sometimes I could be a snake to myself as a reflection, because I'm like, you allowed yourself to go back through the same situation that you said you wasn't going to go through again. And at the end of the day, you end up back in the same position. I was a snake to myself. I wasn't doing myself justice. And nor was the people that I was talking to or who I dated. They showed sometimes how much I meant to them, even when I genuinely cared about them. And you could see how, oh, you could do something for this person, this and that, and run. But would that person do the same thing for you if you was in that same situation? In this case, probably not likely. I hated a lot of times, like, hate's a strong word. So I'm just gonna say I really disliked it when, you try to be genuine to people and, you allow your emotions kind of get in the feelings and stuff like that, or get in the way of how you're thinking. And that was me a lot. And I really didn't like that for a while about myself, because I've done things, in college that I'm not, proud of and stuff. But, it's college. And you do things sometimes in college that, you're going to be regretful. Take it from me. You're going to do things that you regret and you're going to learn from and stuff. But let's just say that your girl didn't think of her body as much as a temple as much as she should have. And I was okay with allowing myself to be seen as an object sometimes to people, which were really a person, which wasn't good to me once I thought about it. And a friend of mine really talked to me and said, is this really how you want to be portrayed to this person, like this certain person you doing things with? You know you're not dating them, this and that, but you have dated them. And you okay with allowing them to see you as this thing instead of a person, a woman who has feelings. And at the end of the day, I allowed myself to go back through that same cycle of doing the things that I did. I was a snake to myself at the end of the day. And I attracted snakes at the end of the day. And the thing was, I was doing good. Yeah, I had 2 failed relationships and stuff, but they were both short term. And my daddy told me, like, a while back, he was like, you're a girl that wants love, which means I want to love to marry. And when I was on TikTok, last night actually, a TikTok came up on my page, and it was a guy. They know how they do them interviews in the street or whatever. And it was this guy, and he's been dating this girl for 5 years. And pretty much he said, the girl who interviewed him said, are you planning on marrying her or something like that? Because they've been together for like 5 years. He was like, no, she ain't the one for me. She ain't the soulmate, none of this and that. Pretty much he agreed to using the girl that he is dating, his girlfriend, as a placeholder for his wife. The girl that he has not met yet. And when I read the comments, all the girls pretty much got like offended, like, this is how y'all be thinking? And this is how guys sometimes can treat a woman. Because I have witnessed that myself, and sometimes it make a girl feel like she's just replaceable. And that's what a lot of guys don't really care to see anymore. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Like, I pretty much could have got replaced by certain people because they think, oh, I'm just good, this and that and everything and stuff. Like, it made me feel bad for a while, but I had to realize what my worth is, and I'm learning each day for myself. I'm attracting people. Apparently, I got told when I was walking, like, I just want you to know that you're so beautiful by somebody. And I was like, that shocked me, because that ain't never happened to me like that before. But I was just like, it really shocked me that the guys in the comments was like, yeah, I agree with him. This is where the clash between generations of men and women of this generation, Gen Z, that's where it clashes. Because a girl, majority of the time, we're more emotional and all this and that. And we get our feelings more involved and stuff because we really genuinely want to love a person. But they show that how much that we meant to them, and like we could be used like, oh, we just gonna do this and that and everything. Now, on the topic of that, with another ex, like, I just said I had two, with, like, the recent two. And another thing that really got me, and this is gonna be more like TMI kind of ish, but we're gonna keep it real. This is more of college talk, we're gonna call it. And I told this person I probably wouldn't lose my, my V card to you, even if we was dating for a year. And this person kind of had got very, like, offensive by it. Like, I was just like, I had to explain myself for that. And that kind of made me, like, uncomfortable then and there, because I was just like, if I really don't plan on losing it like that to you, and you got mad, kind of, I said if we was dating for a year, and I probably would not give that to you because I don't trust me, then disappoint me. And I've been disappointed. And if I know that you seem like you also the type that could just hop up and leave just for the fun of it, then of course not. And that's kind of where my mindset kind of been. It's like, so many guys don't care about the, a lot of people don't care anymore about the value of what a V card can be to certain people. It's different amongst everybody, So it's like, if I'm a person that believes that, oh, I want to do it with the right person, the person who actually respects me as a woman, don't see me as an object, and all this and that, and like I talk to them, I date them, or been with them for a very long time, and they respect me. Respect is the key thing in that I need. I usually don't be respected, right? Instead, I feel like I've been mistreated, I've been lied to, manipulated. I've had people take pictures of me with one of my exes, and I didn't feel comfortable about this. And please don't ask me, it's some petty low down stuff in my opinion. That's why I said I don't trust people anymore, especially being here. For you to be able to take a picture of me or who I talk to and stuff, knowing that me and my ex, like, me and both my exes on good terms, and they know this, and I made sure of it, to, like, for certain. But for you to sit up in here and have your friends say stuff about me, and that person that I was talking to, you happen to be my ex-boyfriend that I dated before and talked to the longest and stuff like that, it made me a little upset, because I'm like, you go to one party, it's a 2-people party. You go to one person of the party, but you don't come to the other. So what sense does that really make? And then I don't like it when my name is brought up, for instance, in something, but you can't defend my name, but I can defend yours. That made me not trust people even more, because some people care about their reputation so much that they don't even care about the person that they said that they cared about, which was me. And that's something that I really thought about. It's like, I don't tell people my business, and I shouldn't have to. If you want to be so in it and stuff like that, baby, back off. Mind your business. It's 2024. Y'all still don't know what that means. Like, I'm confused on why you having your friends and stuff like that take the other people talking about, oh, I don't want you to get hurt, this and that. Like, we got not together. And instead of sitting up here and coming and talking to me, you tell my other ex-boyfriend about the other ex that I was talking to make sure that he was good. Me being the good ex-girlfriend, making sure that he is okay, because I know him and I know how he can be. So why does that got to do with the other one? Is my concern reason. I had this happen to me within the first month I've been here, and I really don't like people like that. So I really cut them people off. Like, I was like, for you to sit up in here, and I was just like, for you to sit up in here and have your friends talk crap about me and stuff like that, and I have to explain myself for the people I talk to that I've been with, and I know we caught up before we even went back to school. And I'm like, what does that really got to do to concern you? Like, I understand that that's your friend, but like, for you to report everything that, oh, she doing this and stuff like that with her ex, or like, so and so and this and that, but you had to report that back to the other ex that I dated for the least amount of time. And I didn't know as long as much as the other one that I did and caught up with. And it made me think, like, I care about both of them, and I've helped both of them, and I listen to both of them. So why do his friends care more than him? It's really what I'm confused. I'm like, I'm on good terms with both of them. If they need to talk to me, They literally can. They know that they can. I'm not judging. But they really made me mad, y'all, for the longest. Because, like, if you can't sit up in here and tell me to my face, like, oh, I don't like that you've been talking to so-and-so, this and that. But instead you run and tell the other ex-boyfriend that I already knew that I was talking to my other ex too, because I was making sure I was on good terms for both of them. For the closure for me. For I would not ever want neither one of them to think that I hated them. That's the reason why I talked to them. But you see how other people being more in your business than their own. And that's the reason why I was so hot for the longest. Because it really made me think. You could take pictures. Send it to my ex. The recent ex, we're going to say. You have a friend who hangs out with my past ex. And all this and that. I told him, my past ex, don't tell your business all the time to people that you just really met a year ago. I only tell my business sometimes to only one friend that I've been friends with for years. And the only person sometimes I could just be myself around. And when I'm angry at her cousin, something this and that, she would never judge me. And that's my friend Jamaya, hands down. Like, I love her. And stuff, like, we be talking, having our time, we catch up and stuff. She was like, girl, this and that. Like, she thought I was gonna judge her by some stuff on her past. I said, girl, no. Why would I? I can't judge you for stuff that you done. I'm not the type of person. I don't judge people. But the fact that them people that I just mentioned judge me for who I talk to. And instead of coming and saying it to the other person of the party, you only went to one person of the party, so why you didn't come to the other? That's why it never sit right with me. And that's what people that I call snakes, in my opinion. I can be cool and cordial, but I know how to fake it. Apparently people say I'm a very good actress. I can either act like you're not there and don't exist, because you caring so much about, oh, she talking to this person, this and that. That same, one of them same people, y'all, could sit up here and look at me. I'm talking to a coworker that, like, literally wanted to just hang out with me and stuff. And he's a guy. He happened to be a guy. He older than me, by the way, by 2 grades. So I'm just like, no, we just friends. Like, literally, that's it. I have no intent, like I said in my last podcast, I have no intent dating her from a year now. It might be 2025 at the end of that, 2026. I don't know. But it ain't gonna be this year. I said no. I said I can't deal with no more emotionally damaged stuff, y'all. Like, I really could you not. But it's just the fact that I was really disappointed because, like, the person who really said it, I thought that they was cool until I realized that they wasn't. And it kind of made me shocked. Like, I had to explain myself for the people I talk to that does not concern you. And it was just like, you don't want people to be talking about you behind your back and stuff like that, but you can do it to others. And then, of course, the person that you tell tells me. Because, like, I just really didn't see the point in it. And I'm like, we supposed to be adults here. But you only going to one person of the party. And that mess really, like, that really got me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. That's just a whole tangent. But we gonna go and get off of that. But like I said, I had attracted snakes. I was a snake within myself sometimes. I didn't even do what was best for myself. Self-sabotage. I was a snake to myself. Had people who, you know, I thought I was cool with sit up here and say things about me behind my back. And stuff to another ex and everything. And I was just like, I've seen people as snakes. Because you don't come and talk to me about it. But you go and talk to the other person about it. And I said, oh, okay. I know to stay far away from you and everything and keep it on pushing. And I'm not gonna hate nobody at the end of the day. That's just something I learned. Like, who I talk to really is my business. My family knows that I talk to the same person again. Like, they all knew that I started back talking to this person too. That's how you know. If you know me, you know me. And I hate it. Like, I really, let me not say hate, y'all, forgive me. Now, I really dislike it a lot when people make assumptions about a person without even knowing the story. Like, not even knowing the fact, but y'all see the story. It's a difference between fiction and non-fiction. Y'all seen the fiction, not the non-fiction version of it. Because y'all seen the story, not the fact. Okay? And, yeah. Another thing is, I had to cut off people, or I stopped talking to a lot of people, who I kind of was just friends with. And I really didn't see the point of really trying to keep a relationship with certain people as much anymore. Because I realized that when I'm around them, I feel like I couldn't tell them things. Like, I wish I could, because those kind of were the friends that would judge me if I told them. So I didn't really talk to them as much or anything. And then, like, if I did, it's like my problems and stuff wasn't nearly as important as theirs. And it kind of got annoying over time to where I just kind of let people go. And, I'm cool with them, but I just don't really care to talk to them as much anymore, because it shows, like, when we hang out, that things gotta be about you a lot and stuff. And it just kind of made me feel bad, because I was really trying to be a good person and just, like, get to know them, because, this and that and the third. But people show sometimes how they want to be. But, yeah. It's just the fact that you gonna find that out over time, is that your relationship with certain friends and stuff, they is gonna decline and stuff, especially when you get separate states or separate, like, colleges and whatnot. You gonna see that change regardless, and that happens a lot in some friendships. But some, you can just keep and everything. But I just learned to not, like, really be friends or something like that with people who I feel like would just judge me for the stuff, like, I pretty much told y'all. But, that's me at the end of the day, and I'm still learning. But, y'all, I feel a lot better. I had to get that off my chest, because y'all know I kept my outfit on the whole night. It's literally about to be 10 p.m. at night on a Friday. That's how y'all know it was on my mind. Like, I was like, I got to record this for y'all, because my next topic, I really think I can get. I just hope, I can really probably talk about it for a while. We already seen that this tangent of mine already went off for like 22 minutes. But the moral of the story is that you need to protect your peace. And you gonna make mistakes. I know it hurts you sometimes that you go back to a person. And trust me, I know. You go back to a person, try to talk to them and everything. And sometimes you just want things to be different. In a certain, certain way, you just want to be cool and stuff like that. But sometimes you overcome barriers and stuff that you have to climb, because you have to get away from those things. And my parents really had taught me, like, a lot about, like, you gotta learn more things as you get older, and you ain't gonna understand it at the heat of the moment. And that's why I said my dad, my stepmom, and my mom really were, like, 3 key factors for me to really help me understand, like, things I needed for myself, like how to take care of myself, treat myself right, this and that. Because if a guy ain't gonna do it for me, I can do it for myself, until I find the right one that's different from the crowd and likes me for me, And the thing is, you're gonna attract butterflies. You just gotta keep being yourself, and don't change yourself to be like everybody else in this world, because trust me, just be you. And just glow up for yourself. Do things right for yourself. And don't be sitting up here just trying to please people and stuff like that. And that's a lesson, like I said, I'm learning. You can't always care about what people think about you. And you can't look down on yourself. Because, y'all, when I said I cried the other night on my knees, praying to the Lord for forgiveness on some things that I talked about, that's the reason why. It's just because you're going to make mistakes. You're not perfect. You got to forgive yourself for the imperfections. You're going to be able to realize the people in your lives who are snakes. And you're going to start attracting people who are butterflies. Love yourself, take care of yourself, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.